Didn't get laid till I was 21.
Did you not?
No.
Did you not? Did you not?
Might have been 22, thinking of it.
You fucking hell. Didn't you? Oh, mate, I'm so sorry.
Well, I was brought up in a Christian household. If I was abstaining, I don't think I had a great deal of opportunities because my face looked like a pizza. And then...
You're 22?
Could have been 22.
Fucking hell.
I think it was 21.
Christ, you must have been wanking a lot.
No.
Because
Brought up in a Christian household, yeah.
Because of
Jesus
Jesus
was watching.
God,
so when I did
you're
have sex,
such a pervert.
I shot her across the room. Sorry. 15 years of pent-up sexual tension. And quite a lot of anger and guilt.
I can't believe that.
I didn't shoot her across the
I mean,
room. Obviously, I walked into the bedroom and ejaculated 5 times.
Yeah. Also, not to like dictate the content of this pod, but if you want to somehow squeeze in the story of how you shat yourself in France.
Right, yeah, okay. Please get for the subs.
Yeah.
Welcome to the 5-Star Podcast. I'm John.
And I'm Charlie. This week, I'm asking John to judge Disneyland Paris.
Which I'm very excited to hear. And I will use my years of expertise as a sales and marketing consultant to decide if Disneyland Paris is guilty of the accusations levelled at it by its online reviews.
As a treat for this episode,
Yeah.
When we did our Christmas special, you looked so beautiful in your antlers.
Yeah.
I've bought you.
Oh, please let them be Minnie Mouse ears.
I bought you some Mickey ears.
Mickey ears. Oh, excellent.
Yeah, I thought you'd look really nice.
Sorry, listener. Shall I put them straight? Is that right?
No, you need to bring them forward a bit. What are you doing? Have you never put a headband on? No, put on like a normal headband.
Have I put a headband on? No, of course I fucking haven't. Look at my hair.
You need I'll show you.
Yeah, okay, brill.
So top of the ears here, and then you slide it back and over like that.
Like that. Thank you. Oh, look, you look cute.
Yeah, I won't
oh,
be
yours
wearing
not
mine.
staying on.
No,
okay.
I won't be wearing mine.
Okay, but so you bought that for demo purposes.
No, it's just a pack of 2 on it.
Oh right, okay. Something tells me
they're
that,
cheap.
I was going to say
one's flapping forward.
I think that's cute.
You look quite cute. Actually,
It's like a coy foot.
Yeah,
but ear-wise.
You're like that at me. Yeah, that's nice. All right, cool.
Lovely. I love this.
Yeah, you look great.
Thank you. I genuinely like wearing shit on my head.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
Yeah. If I could have worn Alice bands, I would.
Well, that is an Alice band.
Is brilliant.
Yeah, that
Except
is an
with
Alice
ears.
band. With ears, yeah. Yeah, I used to love, in the 90s, when I was a child, obviously.
Yeah.
Very extravagant Alice bands.
I used to love cocaine and speed when I was in my 20s.
How
obviously.
different the 90s were for us both. Mine were like almost cushioned, large, and like velvety with like designs on.
Yeah.
Like real fancy little girls wear.
Yeah.
That was me.
I was going to church in the late 80s, early 90s, and all of the women had those on.
Yeah, I loved
all
those.
The cushioned Alice band.
Alice bands were a flex in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our opinions are based on reviews which have not been verified.
We don't intend to harm the reputation of any business or individual.
Now, over to this lovely app.
Disneyland Paris.
Yeah.
Have you ever been?
No, I've never been to Disneyland Paris. I've been to Disneyland in LA.
Oh, okay.
When I was 11.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. So there was, I think, one roller coaster and you got to see a film of Steamboat Willie.
Was that a Disney film?
It was the first Mickey Mouse film.
Oh, okay.
He didn't speak. It was just, it was
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
silent. No, it was in the 70s. Oh, God. So I'd have been, it was 1981.
1981.
And, I've popped that up. Let me just push the microphone down and push myself up.
Yeah, stunning.
So, and I queued up to buy a set of these ears.
Yeah.
And I was in the queue, got to the front of the queue, and Shirley Winters, out of the Poseidon Adventure, she's a big Hollywood star.
Is she?
It might be Shirley or Shelley, I don't know. Shirley Winters, I think. You got her
Wow,
up on
the
your
picture
Googles?
of her is black and white.
Yeah, but she was
American film actress.
Yeah,
She died in 2006.
I'm glad too, because she pushed in front of me. Didn't queue, just pushed in front of me.
But she's a film star.
Yeah.
Which is good. She shouldn't have to queue.
Well, then my dad went over, because it was only me and my dad there, and he went to the bloke, "You serve the boy."
Did he?
Yeah.
Stunning.
And she went, "Don't you know who I am?" And he said, he didn't say, "I don't give a fuck," because my dad doesn't swear.
But
he
something
said,
like that.
I couldn't give a monkey's cuss who you are,
Lovely.
madam. And he knew who she was because he
Yeah.
recognised her. The boy was in front of you. You serve him first. And I got my Mickey Mouse ears and a gallon of shame. Because obviously I was appalled that my dad had stepped in for me.
What a legend, though. I love that kind of behaviour.
You serve the boy first.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, my dad was and remains nails.
Yeah, and also that like lion mentality of like protect the cubs.
Yeah,
My dad's got that about him, and I really like that.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with the cubs.
No.
I will shred you.
Yeah. But does he protect other people's cubs as well? I bet he does.
No,
Like if they're-
I don't think so. I don't really know. I couldn't say that I've ever seen him put in that position.
My dad was like 74 and there were some posh kids throwing a rugby ball on the green in front of Wells Cathedral. Look it up, it's glorious.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, and so the kids from the posh school were throwing a rugby ball. There's
From
a
Wells
sign that
Cathedral?
says, it says no ball games. And then there were some normal kids kicking a football.
Normal and posh kids. Such bad language. Anyway, carry on.
Sorry, that was a judgment. Brogues. So the normal kids were kicking this football, and the football went over, and one of the blokes in a dress from the cathedral picked it up and said, "You're not allowed to play ball games here," and threw it back at them and told them to pick it up, and it rolled past them and went to my dad, and he booted it back at him as hard as he could. He went, "You're going to tell me off, are you?"
Oh, I love this.
And the bloke just walked away.
God, your dad's confrontational.
He fucking loves a fight.
I want to meet your dad.
I used to call him Winkle Picker at school because he's
kick
small,
people.
but he kicks people's asses.
Yeah, nice.
He doesn't anymore, obviously, because he's 83.
I want to meet your dad.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's great. You should have come in earlier. He was on the phone.
Do you look like him?
No, but I do look a bit more like my pop, my dad's dad.
Do you?
But I look much more, I look like a combination. This is weird. I look like my pop and my mum.
That's cute.
Yeah. Yeah. I would like a bit more of my mum because she was apparently attractive, whereas my pop looked a bit more like this.
Why'd you say apparently attractive?
Because it's difficult to find your own mother attractive, isn't it?
No, my parents were...
Actually, she did look stunning in her wedding photos. It's like, oh, my dad married a model.
Yeah, my mum was a very beautiful woman, and my dad is a handsome man, but especially in like 70s, 80s pictures of him, he looks like Pablo Escobar.
I was going to say, he had the tash, did he?
Yeah, had the tash.
Awesome.
Dark hair, and like I'll find it for you at lunch.
Excellent.
Picture of him. Maybe we'll cut it in actually.
Yeah.
We'll cut in the picture of my dad.
We'll cut in a picture of my dad in the 70s.
He's sat like this, and he's just got like a bracelet on, an unbuttoned shirt. He looks cool as hell. He looks so cool. Yeah, we'll
have a picture of Andy
Hunt
and David Payne. Actually,
Nice.
he's Dave Payne. David Payne's his stage name.
Big Andy. It's my
Big
dad's
Andy.
stage name. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway.
Disneyland Paris.
Disneyland Paris. So you've never been. You've been to the one in LA. I've been to Disneyland Paris.
Have you?
I have been. I've been twice, at least twice.
It took you a long time to count twice. Jesus Christ. What comes after two? That's going to take a week.
No, I was trying to work out if I've been 3 times, but I think I've only been twice.
Right.
Definitely once on a school trip.
Fucking hell.
When I was at secondary school. What?
They took you to Disneyland Paris from secondary school?
Yeah, we were in France. Went to Paris for like a few days. And one of the days we went to the park.
Wow, I got to go to Maiden Castle in fucking Kent.
Oh, look, hey, I did like some boring abbeys in Wales and stuff as well that were like an hour's drive.
But also Disneyland Paris.
I did some cool. did ski trip with school.
Oh, did you go to a posh school?
No, this is from
the normal school.
From the normal school that I went to. Yeah. Yeah, I did some. Anyway,
yeah.
On one of those trips.
Went to Disneyland Paris.
Went to Disneyland Paris. And then I went with my mum, dad and brother when I was really young. Just the 4 of us went.
Ah.
I think that's the only time I've been. I loved it.
Nice.
I love roller coasters.
Yeah, I love roller coasters.
Love a theme park.
Yep.
Great vibes.
Yeah.
I'm happy to queue.
I don't mind queuing.
I like the anticipation building. Like,
yeah.
you know.
If it's 2 hours, no.
Sure, but I think quite often those parks are look, when I went, I don't remember queuing for that long.
Yeah, I think most of the time you don't. If you go bang on the middle of the summer holidays or a bank holiday.
Yeah, good luck to you.
Yeah, you've been a prick.
Yeah, go another time.
Yeah.
But I love the anticipation building when I'm in the queue. Like, you know how anxious and excitable I can get about things. Imagine that before a roller coaster and you go, it goes upside down. I don't think I can do this. But like that just
and you
all
start
adds
off
to it.
outside and then eventually you make it to the inside queuing bit.
And the music's building.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, I love that. I love Disneyland Paris. I think it's great. I'm not a huge Disney person.
Right.
Are you?
Old school Disney, yeah, because I was a child.
Like Fantasia.
Yes. No, that one was a bit shit, even though the mops did dance.
I love the mops. Yeah.
Did you? Yeah, I quite like that. Snow White, like that. God, I'm old. But that was because it was on a telly at Christmas.
Yeah, that is.
I don't think I went to see many in the cinema. My brother loved the Fox and Hound.
What about like New
He's
Disney?
wet.
Have you watched
I
any
love
New
him, but
Disney?
he's wet.
Your brother's wet.
Well, because he liked the Fox and the Hound.
I've definitely not seen that.
The Rescuers, he also liked that.
What's your favourite Disney
Actually, we should
movie?
get my brother on this. He loves Disney.
Oh, does he? Should we call him? Don't brag on the pod. Yeah, okay. So you sounds like you've not watched any new Disney stuff.
No.
Okay.
I think I've seen Aladdin and...
Not new.
That's not new, is it? The Little Mermaid?
The newest one?
No, the old one.
Yeah,
The one with the girl with the red hair?
Yeah, Ariel.
Yeah. So I've seen 10 years ago Disney, haven't I? That's...
way more than 10 years ago.
Is
mate.
it?
They're from when I was little. Yeah, they're like 30 years ago.
Oh, right. I forget that I'm so old.
Yeah, they're like 30 years ago, Disney.
Right, okay, let's get off of this because
you don't know a lot about Disney, but you've been to a Disneyland.
Yes.
Stunning. Should we do some sector facts?
Let's do some sector facts.
I'm going to do questions. Great. I love making this.
Lean into the thing then.
I like making the format worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, when do you think Disneyland Paris opened?
Oh, easy. That was 1994.
Oh, not bad. 92.
Oh, that isn't bad, is it?
Yeah, so it's the second Disney park outside of the US to have opened. So Tokyo Disney Resort opened in 1983.
Wow, I didn't know. There was
Yeah,
a Tokyo
I would have thought it would have been the other way around. I knew there was a Disney in Tokyo, but I thought it would be the other way around.
No,
I thought they would have
either.
gone Paris first, Tokyo second, but no.
More densely populated Tokyo.
Yeah, and also culturally, Disney stuff, I think is probably huge in Japan. It's not as European, is it?
Yeah,
and that does come into today's feedback.
Excellent.
Because, anyway, I'm going to carry on the sector facts and then I'll say.
Yeah.
It is the largest single site employer in France.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a big accolade, isn't it?
Yeah, because France is huge with some big companies.
Population isn't massive though, is it?
No, that's true. It's nice and roomy.
But 17,000 people it employs.
Fucking hell, that's
huge, isn't it?
Yeah.
So therefore, of course, it's the biggest single site employer because there'll be employers with way more, but it's not all going to be in one location.
Yeah, Thales is going to have more than that, but it's loads of offices.
Yeah.
Shows off French company knowledge.
Yeah.
Prick.
Calm down. It generated 343 million in profit for Disney in 2023.
Wow.
In 1 year. So it's a huge profit maker.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
And by 2022, so from 1992 to 2022, 375 million people had visited the park.
No, that's insane.
Over a 30-year period.
Oh, yeah. No, it's just a big number, isn't it? I mean, if you compare that to our subscribers, it's almost twice as many.
I just like 375.
Yeah, that would be good. Wow. No, you're right. That is over a 30-year period. It's not as much as I thought it was. But still, that is a huge number.
It's massive, isn't it? Yeah, that is huge.
What each of those people is spending... Because you've got those people who are real Disney... fans, haven't you?
Yeah.
Who, will stay in the hotel, they'll do a week, they'll pay for extra for dinner with Goofy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd give you dinner for an extra £5.
Great.
But my teeth aren't that big.
What an offer.
Yeah.
You got a £5 kicking about your couch. Dig it out.
I'll have dinner with you.
John will come round and eat with you.
You're going to have to pay my travel expenses.
Okay, so you can need at least a tenner.
Yeah.
They might
be in Scotland.
Oh, right. I'm just thinking about people in Bristol. Just thinking about you getting a bus somewhere to hang out with maybe Claire. Claire might do it.
Yeah.
Claire?
She won't give me a fiver for dinner. She knows I love her so much. I'd pay for dinner.
Yeah, you'd have to give her dinner. Good sector facts. Happy with those?
Love them.
Yeah, stunning. Webshite.
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
Are you?
I've got 10 seconds to make a judgment on the
Disneyland
website.
Paris website.
Because we do this because when you find a website that you want to maybe buy from,
Yeah.
you're going to stay there for maybe 10 seconds tops before you hit back and try and find another one.
Yeah.
So I'm going to close my eyes now until Charlie gives me the okay. And hope she doesn't pour things on me.
Do you feel vulnerable?
No.
Oh, God, I hate shutting my eyes when you're in the room.
I feel turned on, which is why you hate shutting your eyes when I'm in the room.
Yeah. Ready, steady, go.
That's not... Oh, I love the calls to action. Website. Love it.
Do you?
Don't need the 10 seconds.
Stunning. You did that really quickly.
Our two parks, places to... I mean, it was, really easy.
You didn't even scroll.
Didn't need to, because I could see where the prices were.
You didn't even scroll, though.
But I know what I'm going to get at Disneyland.
Right, okay.
Maybe you're going to come back and that's you start planning. Most people are surely going, how much does it cost to go first? And then they're going, we can afford to go.
So you liked it. You've gone website, not webshite.
Definitely.
It is good functionally. And I think as we've explored a few more larger brands, corporations, whatever, increasingly obvious that they don't need anything overly exceptional, do they, for a website? People are going to buy from them regardless. I don't like it, really.
Why don't you like it?
I don't know. I just think it looks a bit bland.
Yeah, probably. Easy to navigate, though.
They've got, the money this company has. Yeah, it is easy to navigate. You're right. Yeah, you are right. You're right.
If you think, how often is it that Nan is going to pay for the family to go to Disneyland because her pension's just matured or something like that? It's got to be Nan friendly.
Yeah, I suppose.
So that has to be simple.
It does, and it links to transport, hotel, and tickets. That is pretty cool, actually. I can book the Eurostar with this all in one place. Okay.
Imagine if you're a Nan.
Good functionality.
Can I make one quick recommendation on your Eurostar?
Yeah.
Upgrade to business class. It's glorious.
I've done it twice actually. It is incredible, isn't it?
And it's only like an extra 50 quid for business, and then you're not crammed in with with everybody.
Nice.
The seats, even if it's busy, it's a bit more spacious.
Okay.
And the people in business class tend to have travelled there to and from on the train before, and so they're not as het up as all of those people who are just trying to get to coach, me included when I'm in coach, in the normal one.
Sure.
Business class, glorious, and they're like that. Oh, hello, sit down, we'll bring you some water, we'll bring you some coffee. And it's not much for a it's not first class, which is incredible, I imagine. But
I might have a look, because I want to go to San Sebastian this year, and I want to get the train there.
Yeah, that's going to be great.
And you can get the train down...
don't walk like a prick.
You can get the train down the west coast of France. So I might get the Eurostar to Paris and then train to San Sebastian.
Yeah.
Business class. All right, I'll look that up.
And also, you could if you Eurorail it, or it's not Interrail anymore, is it for us? Oh no, it is Interrail now. We're not in Europe anymore.
Yeah.
If you Interrail from the UK to San Sebastian, as long as you on the same travel day you leave the UK, you can and you upgrade to first class.
I've lost you already.
I can only apologise for this boring and inaccurate description of train travel.
None of what you said made sense. I'll write it down. I'll put a little graphic. None of that made sense. I don't know if I'm being slow.
Because you have to use travel days on Interrail.
No.
Oh, right. Once again, I apologise wholeheartedly for this tedious and inaccurate description of rail travel in Europe. I really hope you enjoy the rest of the podcast. Thank you for your patience. London.
Right.
And then first class all over Europe.
Was that worth it?
Yeah. Okay. Do it. Look it up.
No, I just meant you having to say all of that. Did it feel worth it?
No.
Because it didn't to me hearing it.
But you're going to love it when you upgrade.
Wicked, thanks, mate. Anyway, Disneyland Paris. John's decided he likes the website. That's fucking long.
I wonder if I can just make that go fast.
Oh, yeah, I think you need
and
to.
then to there.
Yeah, you
Okay.
need to. And if he has successfully edited it in that way, let me let you know, you didn't need to hear any of it anyway. We
No.
did you a huge favour. Okay, so Disneyland Paris, their reviews.
Yeah.
Here
Oh,
we
that's why we're
go,
here.
baby.
Yeah.
So I've used Google reviews. 4.5 batting average.
But yeah, there's going to be some people who are pissed off
Of
because you
course.
can't please people all the time. But I'd expect 4.6, 4.7, I think, for a
Okay.
Disney.
Yeah, I think so as well, because it is an American corporation and their standards of customer service, etc., are very high.
Yeah.
It's the third or fourth park. No, it must be at least the fourth park set up. So it's a formula.
Yeah.
It's not like they were starting from scratch with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would expect it to be a little higher. 299,000 reviews.
Fuck sticks. That's easily the most we've done.
Yeah.
It's basically 300,000 reviews.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. It's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm glad that was your reaction, because when I looked, I was like, what? Like, no one else would care, would they?
No, it's only me
No,
and you.
no one else would care. I
And
was like,
our dear listener and viewer, they
that's
love.
so many reviews.
Wow.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's been open over 30 years.
But Google's only been alive. Google reviews have only been alive for about 15 of those, maybe.
Yeah. But
But-
maximising on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a lot.
Wow.
A lot. A lot.
Oh, I bet you've got some real fans, some real Disney stans.
Wow. Interestingly, there are some reoccurring themes that come up about the park, and I can't remember. I think I did it as part of like my masters. Maybe there was like
Wait, you've got a master's?
yeah,
Wow. In what?
business management.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
Imagine if I said some sort of
Yeah,
like
classics.
mad philosopher. Yeah, you'd be like, what?
Wow.
Yeah. What else was I gonna say?
I don't know. I just didn't know you had. I mean, I didn't know you had any qualifications.
Thanks,
but that's because,
mate.
well, that's what I assume of everybody because I haven't got any. Wow, a master's.
Yeah.
That's really good. You're going to do a doctorate one day.
I used to work for John. So that's how hard he goes through CVs, guys.
Are you going to do a doctorate? You should become
No.
a doctor.
Dr. Hunt.
Dr. Charlie.
Dr. C. Hunt. I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, no. Hi, I'm Dr. Chunt.
I do get called Chunt a lot.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway,
Part
great.
of my masters, there was like a couple of modules where they applied like real world business scenario. And I think it was there that we did something around Disneyland Paris, and like it was a bit of a flop early doors
Yeah.
because of its like American approach to everything, and the French being like, not in France.
I'm just dressed as Mickey. I am not actually Mickey.
Yeah.
Your child needs to stand away from me.
Stunning.
Also,
Yeah.
it's not in LA, or Tokyo, so the weather isn't quite as
Interesting that does
glorious.
come up.
Yeah.
That comes up, and I don't think that's
Hello,
fair.
welcome to Northern Europe. Disney's, Mickey's there with it. Oh, my ears have gone floppy.
Yeah, I know. It's quite. I think that's better.
Okay. Well, that's giving me a bit of headache. That's really gripping.
Just pushing.
Yeah.
That. It's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah. But I need my ears erect, don't I, for the pod?
I do. I kind of like the. You don't know how to wear these at all, do you? You're an idiot.
Shall I leave a little gap?
No, I hate that. Yeah. Ugh.
It didn't feel nice. Right, they're just going to have to flop. I'll keep occasionally brushing them back. Well, hello.
If you're just listening, John's stroking his ears back and looking sexily at the camera. Wow, trying to look
Yeah.
sexy at the camera.
Best I can do.
Yeah, anyway, it was a flop, wasn't it? Because French and American culture does not align.
Yeah.
And I think 1992, obviously a lot of international travel happening at that point, but nowhere near on the scale it is now.
No.
So now they will have a way more diverse tourist base to
that's
draw
true.
in. And actually probably works quite well for the English going over there. We love a bit of an American customer service and like...
Yeah.
I don't know, as a structure. So I think probably as more British tourists went, it went well, but I think the French tourists didn't enjoy it as much.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so many, culturally, it doesn't feel
Worlds
like the
apart.
French are like, I want to eat a turkey leg as I walk around a theme park.
The food, I think, especially, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it was the training the staff to the same level of, and I think they brought like US managers over.
Which is always fun.
So like, you've got, Barclay, whoever from our reviews the other day, like they're like, articulate, bubbly,
Barclay
loving
Knight.
it. Yeah, Barclay Knight, loving it, trying to train 45 French people on how to embody Mickey.
Yeah.
And they're probably just like...
And they're all smoking indoors.
Yeah, in 1992 they would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
So, and then the food. Yeah, so you've got the human side, but then the food side, absolutely not.
Yeah.
French food versus American fast food in the 90s.
In a theme park.
Awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. People were probably walking around looking for red wine.
Yeah. Yeah, and a crepe.
Yeah. They must do that though. I think that's where it reached a better balance,
I think
wasn't it?
they must have. I imagine. I don't know. I've never been. Did they Frenchify it?
A little.
Yeah.
A little. Yeah.
The that thing of sending over Americans to train.
Stunning.
I used to. When we worked together, we ran an agency that was a HubSpot agency, which is a big software company from America. Really good bit of software. Nice founders. Dharmesh Shah is a glorious human. Brian Halligan's a bit of a prick, but Dharmesh Shah is lovely. Brian Halligan might just be way more driven and educated than I am, and he's American. And maybe it's just my shame.
I think you should just stick with he's a prick.
He is a prick, actually.
Yeah. Don't you don't have to justify it.
Okay.
Or offset anything.
And love Dharmesh. He's my favourite.
Yes, done.
But they opened up their Dublin office and they sent over American people who would be like there on secondment for like 3 to 6 months. And Dublin Irish people, 100% lovely, right?
Yeah, of course.
They're all
vibes.
glorious. They have a chilled out, laid back vibe about them, all of them, obviously. And I can't do the accent, but I was, I probably can't name him. Because he still works there. In fact, everybody I know from Dublin still works there.
Don't name people. Or klaxon them.
Our account manager at the time, we were over there, and it was a Friday, and this guy walks past, and he's like that. Oh, that's one of the Americans, but in an Irish accent. And I'm like that. Oh yeah, you can tell because he's a bit chunkier. He's a bit taller than all of us dwarfs from Northern Europe.
Yeah.
But he's also a bit wider. And he's like that. Can you tell what day it is? And I'm like that. Oh, they wear loud shirts on Fridays. And so, like, the rest of the week, all of the Irish people are dressing normally, like you would when you went to work.
Yeah.
And the Americans are all wearing, like, those, like, dress shirts, but with cut off sleeves, like they're in the office.
Yeah, right.
And slacks. And then on Friday they all wear Bermuda shorts and loud shirts.
Gross.
And he's like that, and they come in and they're like that. Come on, guys, it's it's Loud Shirt Friday, and the Irish are like that. Sure, if that's what you like. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, mate, it's funny, isn't it? Like I completely understand the reason for doing that. Like second, it'll keep the culture.
Yeah.
Also, like interesting for those people to go and work
for the
somewhere
Americans,
else.
they loved it.
Yeah, but maybe do some cultural research.
Yeah, and also just know that most people in Europe express their personalities through their personalities rather than how they're allowed to dress on Friday by Globocorp.
Just do sweeping statements.
Australians are very backward. As we call it on, Australians are very backward.
All Dutch people. All Dutch people. Wonderfully direct communicators. Gorgeous people. All Dutch people. Wonderfully direct communicators. Gorgeous people. Gorgeous people.
As we call it on.
All of Australian websites are shit.
I'm going to do the top 10 words.
Great.
Top 10 most used words in the 300,000 reviews on Google.
Wow.
So we've got parade,
Yep.
Fairyland,
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse, Pirates of the Caribbean,
Great ride.
Ratatouille, Space Mountain,
Yes.
stunning ride, Chateau,
Yeah.
Mine Train roller coaster, The Lion King, Half-board.
That's great.
All really good. Very Disney. If I'd
Yeah.
have read that, you'd have known.
Yeah.
Obviously. Even if I dropped the Mickey Mouse, I reckon you'd have got there.
Pirates of the Caribbean, Space Mountain, and Mine Train roller coaster were all at Disneyland LA when I went in 1981.
Pirates of the Caribbean couldn't have been, could it?
Yeah. That's it. They made the movie about the Disneyland ride, basically.
Oh, right. Okay.
It was, the ride was, you just went on a boat and you went round, there were animatronic things that looked a bit like Jack Sparrow does now.
Right. Okay.
Like
Right. I did not know
feeling
that.
their booty, if you will.
Right. I did not know that.
I think that's what happened, because I've got my dad and I loved it so much that we bought the brochure of the ride, which I've only just got rid of.
Such a geek. John told me something about himself before we recorded this episode that makes him the biggest geek I've ever met. Good top 10?
Lovely. Love the top 10.
Yeah, love your top 10. Let's get into a review.
Chateau. I had a problem with that in France once, just FYI.
Yeah, you
But
did.
we'll come on to that
You
another
had
day, maybe.
You did a little chateau, didn't you?
I had a little chateau outside a block of flats. Went into my trainer in the end. Actually, you were the person, because I was like that. I think I've got some sort of anxiety or disease. You're like that. Too much cheese and meat, mate,
Yeah. Was that
and red wine. That was your diagnosis.
It
Other
was,
people have been
wasn't
like that. Yeah, you should see a doctor. Maybe you're stressed.
Yeah, because John shot himself on holiday
Twice.
in quite quick succession.
Yeah, 2 separate holidays with 2 separate groups of people.
Yeah. And so,
I have chronic shame issues.
so then I wasn't working for you then.
No,
It was
because you only did it for 6 months and then you fucked off, and I was annoyed for 25 minutes until you talked me down, and then we were best friends again.
When did you? France was before that.
After that.
Was it after that?
Yeah. I think so. I can't remember.
Does not matter. Anyway, I remember you telling me about it and you being like, oh no, I'm going to the doctors. I think there's something wrong with me. And I
Yeah.
was like, I think you just ate too much red meat and drank too much red wine, didn't you?
Yeah, I think that's probably what it was. Yeah. Oh, mate, it was so horrible. I made a noise when I did it as well, outside a block of flats.
I remember you saying.
And all of these people were sat over here in the shade
He's
in
saying
southern
block of
France.
flats, but wasn't it like apartments?
Yeah, apartments.
Yeah, like sexy French Parisian apartment vibes.
Yeah. It was in Béziers, south of France.
Gorgeous.
So they were all sat here in the shade. Over here, there was no one sat on these because the sun was setting and it was right on that.
Right, okay.
Right on that side.
Yeah.
I was here walking along this side. I had to walk a mile from the market square where we were
What
having
sort of time
dinner.
of day?
8:30 in the evening.
Lovely. Okay,
Oh,
so it's a warm French
Oh, it
evening.
was so nice.
Gorgeous.
It was so nice.
And what did you had for lunch?
Oh, salami, other meats,
Yeah.
cheese,
Yeah.
a lot of brie, and
Yeah.
a lot of red wine.
Okay.
And then that's where we had gone out for dinner, and I said to Nick, "Oh, I think I'm
Pre-dinner?
no dinner. We've
Post-dinner.
Gone out for dinner. There were 13 of us, I think. There was
That's
a
a
load
lot
of
of
us.
people,
Yeah,
isn't
and I
it?
was sat with Nick, my wife, and I previously we'd been out to France with another group of friends, and I'd shat myself with them. And so I said to Nick, "Oh God, it's happening again," and she went, Go back to the house."
It's happening again. It's happening again. Oh God! It's at those points in a long-term relationship.
How the
that it's
hell
just-
is she
it's
with
just-
me?
I know. It's
then-
just like there's no mystery or anything anymore, is there?
No. So she said,
It's-
"Quick, go back to the house." And I said, "No, I'm not going to be a slave to this."
Yeah.
And then 5 minutes later, it was like that. Give me the fucking keys.
What, you thought you could just?
I thought I could
Tough it
man
out.
it out. So I got maybe half a mile from halfway home to the house, and I was walking by this block of flats, and it was starting. It was. You could hear it audibly outside my body, and then there was a thing where to stop the people running out of the flats. On this side,
Yeah.
there was like a railing at the edge of the pavement,
Yeah.
so that you wouldn't accidentally run straight out of the house and into the road. So I was on the road there, cars going up and down the road. It's only a small road right in the middle of the centre of the town. So
Yeah.
and there are people on the balcony smoking, and I grabbed hold of the railing facing the road, and just went which made everybody in the block of flats look at me as I explosively shat myself. And it was liquid. I had on kind of an oatmeal linen shorts.
Oh, fucking hell.
So the back of that immediately went dark brown. And then it ran down my legs, and I had to walk across a basketball court where children were playing.
Covered in shit.
With shit running down my legs.
That's
So much that it went into my trainer. And I've continued to shit a few times, but not in front of the children. But once I was through the basketball court, I'm like that. Well, my dignity's gone, and it hurts if I try and hold it in. So I just walked along, shitting myself, and then I got back to the house. Stood in the shower wearing all of my clothes.
Yeah, good.
And then put all of the stuff in the washing machine,
Yeah.
including my trainers. And then everybody came home from dinner and went, "Why is the washer on?" And I was like that. I shat myself.
At least no one saw
No one saw.
that mattered.
And what was really nice is we were having dinner, and we were having Neil,
Oh, that's
who's
the second time I've heard that, and it was just as good.
Neil, who is a really nice man, really quiet, really
Yeah.
gentle, and like considered, really intelligent guy.
Yeah.
I'd only met him like 4 times maybe before that, and I was like, "Oh, I can't believe I shat myself." He's like that. "Oh, we've all done it." He was watching his son play football.
Not true.
No,
That isn't
that's
true.
not true. Men, maybe.
Yeah, that is. Sadly, I do know more men. Yeah.
He told me he was watching his son play football. And his son's really good at football.
Yeah.
And so people want him for their team.
Oh, that's cool.
And he would outgrow the team real quick when he was like 12,
Get
13.
scouted for another
And
team.
then another coach would call him. And Neil's like, "Hey, you want a career in football, you got to start negotiating with these people." So he let him, he's a lawyer. So he's like, "This is what I would do.
Classic.
But you choose, because I'm not a football guy. I'm a rugby guy. I have no idea how this works."
Oh, right.
So his son would say, "Right, well, I play for Pompey Youth now." And okay. All right, I don't mind driving you as long as it's within 100 miles of Bristol. I'll drive you every week if it makes you happy and if we're doing it. He's a great guy.
Yeah,
so
that's cute.
but he got to this one, and it was like he was stood there, and he arrived, and halfway through the first half, he's like that. "I just shat myself," and people were coming up like that. "Is this your son? He's amazing." And I was thinking, "Can't you smell this?" And he had to stand there for another like 60 minutes. And he's like that. "Yes, he is my son, but there's no point in talking to me about his football, whether he's going to play here. He's just here for a trial himself." So, and then he was like that. But eventually I just had to sit in the car so that people would leave me alone. Sorry, Neil, if you're listening.
I don't understand. How do you just shit yourself?
I think he was really ill.
Right, okay.
I'm a prick.
Right, okay. Okay, he was
I
ill.
have
He
no
was
impulse
unwell.
control. Neil is a normal human being.
Yeah. You
He's
don't have
absolutely
impulse
fine.
control.
He was very ill.
Okay, fine.
yeah.
I can let that go. But
Yeah.
even still, I've been very ill. I've never shat myself.
You've never shat yourself?
No, of course I haven't shat myself. That's wild.
It's my ambition now to be...
Make me shit myself.
No, to be in the vicinity when it happens. So
never-
I can go, yes.
I've never shat myself and I've never wet myself.
I've never wet myself. Front sphincter, I'm all over like a fucking rash.
Okay.
It's the back sphincter that I've got a problem with.
That when it's in France.
Oh, yeah, Northern
Okay.
Europe.
Back to Disneyland.
Disneyland. No, I didn't shit myself at Disneyland Paris. Or LA.
LA. Nice. Good. Right. Should
This is
we
going
do
to be a long
some
one,
reviews?
isn't it? Have we not done any yet? Chateau. Oh. Sorry, my mic's gone floppy. I'm not surprised after all that talk.
Yeah. Fucking hell, everything's gone floppy.
Why don't we do some reviews?
Yeah, shall we? Right. Warren Hilton, 1 star from a
Warren
month
Hilton?
Yeah.
Brilliant name.
Good name, isn't it?
Yep, 1 star.
1 star from a month ago. They're a local guide. They've left 33 reviews. Pretty good.
Yep.
We're going for a very classic opener. If I could give 0 stars, I would.
Lovely.
Yeah. Why was it built in France? It should have been built in Spain or somewhere sunny. The staff are rude. It looks tired with peeling paint on buildings. The food is awful in the park and very expensive. Rides closed, hoardings everywhere, shows cancelled, parades cancelled with only minutes before they're due to start. This was supposed to be a Christmas winter wonderland. There are more decorations in a supermarket. It was fair to say we will never return.
Wow.
Damning.
Wow.
I think that's a bit over the top.
Warren Hilton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why was it built? It should have been built in... I mean, you're criticising at such a macro level there, Wayne.
I don't know where Warren's from. Where do you reckon Warren's from?
Warren Hilton. I'm going to say Warren is from... He's the UK. Warren is a good English name.
It is, isn't it? There we go. I'm just going to look at where his other reviews are because...
I wouldn't stay at the Warren Hilton.
Yeah, I think he's English because, yeah, he's English. Okay, so here's my feedback for Warren. And I appreciate it's you that needs to give judgment, but I'm an opinionated person.
You're kind of like the barrister.
Am I?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm the prosecutor at this point, I think.
Prosecutor?
Prosecutor.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I thought you said a meat product. Prosecute,
Prosciutto. You booked to go there, mate.
Yeah, you knew it was in France.
Yeah,
Clues in the
that
name.
wasn't a surprise. So come on.
Yeah.
Also, if that was his attitude, of course the staff were going to be rude. But also, French people do hate English people.
And rightly.
Fair.
Yeah.
So who make no attempt to speak any of the language, especially.
Yeah, and they've still got all of that shame for us having to rescue them from the Germans twice.
Anyway, moving on from the war. Yeah, I think that's weird. Stuff being
weird.
Closed isn't great for sure. I'd hazard a guess that they probably did go to town on decorations for Christmas. It is Disney,
It's Disney.
for fuck's sake.
I think Warren's being the fact he's criticising which country it's in, yet he still went. Why not go?
Yeah, you don't have to go there.
Go to Seville. It's warm and the people are friendly.
Yeah, it sounds to me like he took his kids and just had a horrible time.
Oh,
do you know what I
his
mean?
kids
That's probably
wanted to go.
Yeah, but yeah.
Do you think he's got full-time custody of his kids?
No.
No. Not with that attitude. Divorce dads, they're all sad. Divorce dads,
John, stop.
because they're bad.
I think you might need to cut that.
No, it's all right.
All right.
Not all divorce dads are bad.
No. Right, next one. You did tell me how to pronounce this earlier. Sachin?
Yeah, Sachin.
Sachin Chandelka.
Could be the famous cricketer. I'm amazed if he's reviewed. Sachin Tendulkar.
That's what it says.
Wow, brilliant. I can't remember whether he was a brilliant left-arm spinner or a great batter, but he's pretty big.
Well, he's a local guide.
It's good to see that he's moved on because his cricket career's ended.
He also left a review a month ago.
Oh, he's only been there recently. Well done, Sachin. I'm going to find a picture of Sachin Tendulkar.
Yeah, can you? Because I don't know what's going on.
You read the review and I'll listen and...
I don't trust your listening skills while you're doing stuff.
Do you know what's amazing about Sachin Tendulkar? His nickname... Throwback for the season 1 fans.
Yeah.
His nickname was Master Blaster.
Stunning from the water park app. Go listen to that one. It was a really good one.
Yeah. But he's one of the greatest cricketers of all time.
Can I see him?
You can. He's a very cool looking fella. That's him in 2017.
No, it's not him. No, it's not him.
No, it's definitely not him.
You don't know that?
He's one of the most famous people in India. So he's not. So,
which means
he's one of the most famous people in the world.
He'd be having an incredible time in Disneyland then. They'd roll out all the stops. Fine. Anyway, Sachin Chandelkar.
Yeah.
1 star from a month ago. Everything was good, well maintained, and all the shows and fireworks was amazing. But why all the shows and fireworks in French? Why?
Yeah.
Disneyland is an international park. Then people are coming here from different countries, then it must be in English, not in French. Very disappointing. 1 star because of this.
Wow.
I don't agree.
Oh, I don't know.
Go
Why
on.
don't you agree?
No.
Because you're in France.
Yeah.
Get the culture.
Yeah.
Go to Paris if you want people to speak French.
Yeah, that's
true. If you're in Disneyland...
You are in Disney. Disney's
I bet they're
American.
bilingual. Everybody's going to be able to speak English, right? If you go up to Mickey Mouse and go...
I would have thought so. I reckon that's probably a prerequisite
Fairy Castle.
for sure. Yeah.
But if all of the commentaries... but they are really staunch for their language. I love it. I love that they are. I mean, that's what I mean. I love so much about the French and France.
Sure.
And one of the things is they're real sticklers for. You should speak our language really often. And plenty of them who just speak English, particularly if you try and speak French to them.
Yeah.
Then they practice their English back
Yeah.
on you, and you're like that. Oh, I was really hoping to.
Yeah,
But,
speak some French.
But yeah, I think if you're from Holland or Germany or India or China or Japan or any of those countries or Australia and America, you're going to speak English as your default I'm abroad language.
Yeah, that's fair. And I suppose Disney is American, right?
Yeah. And if you're coming from, I don't know where Sachin Tendulkar is from, but he's got the same name as one of the famous Indian cricketers.
I looked at the other reviews and a lot of them were in India.
Right, okay. So it looks like they've come from India probably for a holiday. They're going to expect when they go to somewhere like Disneyland that they're going to be like, it's going to be simple and easy.
That's so true. Okay, yeah. I suppose.
But equally, I mean, I'm on the fence because I love the fact that the French are like that. Je suis Michel de Mousse.
Michel de Mousse.
I don't know what mouse is in France.
No, I don't
French.
know what mouse is.
But I quite like the idea that they would be, oui, je suis...
Just pissed off.
Je suis goofy.
I remember the parades being in English, like because all the songs and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure that was completely accurate. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm dubious about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, but I'm sitting in judgment, so I need to figure out where I sit
in fact,
on that.
I've got some family that are going to Disneyland Paris in a few weeks. I'm going to ask them.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll get some feedback. We'll do a
So
pod update.
maybe we could, if we need to, we can
Do a
have
pod
an
update.
appeal.
Yeah. Okay. Next one is from Gabriela Gomez.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Double G's.
Yeah. Gorgeous name, isn't it?
Gabriela Gomez.
Cool as hell.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Oh, yeah. She's the one I want to hang out with from this group.
Yes, absolutely. It's from 2 weeks ago. 1 star.
Fabulous work, Gabriella.
Our visit to Disneyland Paris was an unmitigated disaster. An experience that left a sour taste and a lasting impression of disappointment. As an active duty military family, we were used to receiving military discounts at Disney locations. But Disney Paris was a completely different story.
Yeah. Don't do that in Europe, Gabrielle.
No, they don't, do they? Yeah, Gabrielle wanted it. When we arrived at the gate, the manager was ridiculously rude and inflexible, claiming they didn't offer military fares because of a supposed sellout or closure on the 25th. I don't know. When I asked to purchase regular tickets instead, she told me to buy them online, despite us being physically present at the park. To add insult to injury, when I tried to buy tickets from another teller, she recognised me from my previous interaction with the manager and refused to sell me tickets,
Welcome
telling
to France.
me to buy them online instead. It was infuriating to watch others walk out with tickets while we were being turned away. This was, hands down, the worst experience we've ever had at any Disney location. The appalling customer service and the park's inability to sell us tickets, even when we were standing right there, made our day a complete disappointment.
I'm sorry for her.
This, though, is a very good example of that is one thing, and she has left a 1-star review about an entire park.
Yeah.
She could have then gone on to enjoy every fucking ride going, had some food she loved, her kids bouncing off the walls with excitement, cuddling Goofy, whatever else. But just because of the ticket fiasco, done. 1-star review.
Yeah.
Bringing that, I mean, barely touching the average, I'm sure, on 300,000 reviews. But
still,
they add up.
Yeah. And it's that thing of communication, better communication.
It's very French, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very French, but also...
The military thing doesn't exist in Europe.
No, there's something about... And we've got a lot of... A large percentage of our viewers are in the USA, right? So I have to be careful about what I say.
Yeah.
But I think there's something about American individualism that leads you to think that you are special rather than that you are unique. And that's all over the world happening more. Certainly the Western English-speaking world. I see it way more than when I was a kid. We're all unique. Happy with that. We're not all special.
Yeah, I'll give you
We're
that.
all the fucking same.
I hard
There
agree
is
with
no
that.
one who's better than or worse than anybody else until you commit some sort of fucking crime, right?
Okay, good.
And if it's shoplifting, no one gives a fuck. It's got to be a proper crime.
Yeah.
So no one's better or worse. Oh, I mean, maybe a brain surgeon is you know what I mean. But American individualism has begun to make them feel like, hey, I'm special. And so when I'm turned down for my discount that I would normally get because I'm serving military, because I get that all over America, which is okay, fine. I don't care either way that actually happens in the US.
Yeah.
But then you've removed, for Gabrielle, they've removed part of her I'm special thing, and then they treat her a bit more like shit, and it completely erodes the I'm special thing. So I'm not defending what their position. I probably am defending their position.
Why
on
would
don't
they
give
give a discount to a US military person in Paris? Take
Yeah,
the
it's
Disney
weird,
out.
isn't it?
Why would you?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That's like, I might get, say I work for the NHS, I might get blue light discount in,
Yeah.
I don't know, Nike in London.
Yeah,
They
but you're not going to get it
but
in Nike
doesn't
in Paris.
Because I don't work for the NHS, like Paris, like it
Yeah.
just doesn't make...
But that's
That's
the
the special
American
bit.
white saviour
That's the
complex.
right,
I'm in the
okay.
American military. I saved the world.
Did you
Yeah.
make it worse?
But then they don't get a lot of outside influence, do they?
Yeah,
Because
that's
it's such
so
a big
true.
country.
But yeah, I don't agree with Gabriella Gomez.
I don't agree with Gabriella Gomez, I'm afraid, even though she's got the best name, and I
Yeah,
still want to hang out
stunning
with her.
name, same.
In fact, I want to hang out with her in America because I want to get the best out of her super military discount.
Also, I keep just coming back to this French character that you're building up.
Yeah.
Of the guy smoking in the park.
Because he's Parisian. He does
This
not give
Parisian
a
guy,
fuck.
and I'm liking him more and more.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with them refusing. I hope it was him.
He's probably had a disciplinary for being told that he can't go to the Jardin du Luxembourg in his goofy gear.
Yeah,
I've just
nice.
pictured him. He's walking out and he just flicks the head back.
Yeah.
And he's suddenly like 3 foot has come off the top of his head.
Yeah.
And he's sweaty. And he puts his French hat on, wipes his face with his bandana and ties it around his neck.
His little French neckerchief.
Yeah.
Yeah, classic.
Lights up a jetin.
Yeah.
And then he sticks his
jetin
big
font.
white goofy gloves in his back pocket.
Yeah.
And then he goes down to the Jardin du Luxembourg and starts playing pétanque.
Yeah.
Lots of handshakes
Vibes.
in his goofy gear.
And that was 10 minutes after he told her to fuck off.
Yeah.
Because they don't care
Because his
about
mind's
the
on the
military.
pétanque.
We've had a flashing light then.
Shit, we better get going.
Yeah. So, final review.
Yeah.
Andrina.
Yeah.
Andrina Tajida.
Andrina Tajida.
Definitely not how you say it.
I love it though.
It's fine. 1 star. It was a great park. Rides similar to the United States, some longer and faster and others very nostalgic. 1 star due to the rudeness and carelessness of the staff.
Bonjour, madame.
Bonjour, bonjour. Casey corner staff, extremely rude. Don't know what that means. And unhelpful, same for other dining restaurants. Disney magic and attention to details totally absent. From food presentation to poor condition of park. Did not feel welcome. Cast members push guests to the side. Resort staff very unreliable. Total lack of due care and unpleasant response time. Weird.
Vive la France.
Yeah, Vive la France. Vive la France. Total lack of care. Had those individuals work in the Florida Disney park resorts, the be all fired.
Yes.
Disney Paris, not a happy place.
Where?
I think this is a... I've got to say, I haven't read out any, but there are obviously hundreds of thousands, literally 5-star reviews. Like there's that many.
Yeah, of course.
And on the whole, people love it, having fantastic holidays, uploading photos. There was a lot of negative reviews about the staff.
Yeah.
But I think that's cultural clash.
Yeah.
And there was quite a lot about the queuing time and having to pay for these extra tickets
Yeah.
so that you could fast track
Yeah.
because they've just monetized it and people were saying like this is capitalism at its finest or
Yeah.
whatever. But
Yeah.
predominantly excellent reviews of Disneyland Paris, obviously
Yeah.
top-notch place to visit. But just, I think, culturally, some misalignments,
And don't...
which John and I are here for.
Yeah. Don't blame the French for their attitude to late-stage capitalism.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck it. It's not that important.
Yeah.
Shall I give you my verdict?
Yes, please,
Because
John.
I think I know it.
Yeah.
I think I find Disneyland Paris not guilty
Yes.
of those crimes. I think they're clearly there's some things they need to change.
Yeah.
Like, be a bit more clear about military discount for Americans, because they're going to expect it, because of course they do, because they're fortunate enough to get it at home.
Yeah.
I
You could
think
just have a page of what your discounts are, couldn't you?
Yeah.
These are the only discounts we offer here at Disneyland Paris.
Yeah,
Done.
exactly.
Yeah.
And have a FAQ that says, "Can I get military discount at Disneyland Paris?"
Oh,
so
yeah,
that when they
nice.
search for it, they can find that.
Frequently asked question.
Frequently asked question. So I would do that.
Yeah, nice. I like that.
It comes back to that communication thing, doesn't it? Always communication.
Yes.
And the only so I'm in a dichotomy, because even with the latest election results, which I find objectionable, Donald Trump
best.
being president,
Yeah.
being not even at best, at the very least.
Yeah, okay.
It's fucking appalling that they voted in such an
A
appalling human
what's
being.
it with hair?
A what's it with hair, who has no respect for anybody at all. I don't like that. But I love Americans. I love America.
We know this already,
I
famously.
love Trump voting Americans still, because I've got friends and family who do vote for him.
Okay.
And we've got to love them. I think they're wrong, but I love them still.
Yeah, okay.
And also, I'm legally obliged to love my family.
Yeah.
But you know, I know same people who vote for him. Anyway, so I love Americans, and I really love French, and I love the fact the French are French.
Yeah.
And so I think you're just going to have to allow that clash to happen occasionally, and for Americans to get subpar
Yeah. I'm here for
service,
it.
because bienvenue en France. That's how we are.
Aware. But also,
And so many French people are incredibly welcoming and incredible customer service. But if you're working for one of the biggest employers in France, on-site employers in France, as you say,
Yeah.
they're gonna have a lot of people who they're not even jobs worth. They're like that. I'm just here for the money.
Yeah.
I could not give a fuck about you. And there's 17,000 of us. You're never going to figure out which Marcel it was that gave you bad customer service.
but also, it comes back to some of the stuff I said on the Benidorm app, where it's like, you're in France. You're not in America.
Yeah.
Get over yourself.
Yeah.
Like, culturally, there will be differences.
Yeah.
That place is already going to be like a real cultural mismatch because of the American influence.
Yeah.
So the bits of it that are French, suck it up.
Yeah. Simon Novachuk is back from sick leave.
Long-term sick leave.
A long-term sick. Only lasted him a day, actually.
2
which
weeks.
Which is unusual for someone.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Oh, yeah, 2 weeks, of course. Sorry, time moves differently here.
In the studio.
And I asked him, what would be the best star sign to run a theme park? He said Leo.
Did he?
Because they're natural entertainers.
August.
They thrive. Is that when it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. They thrive. That's probably why they thrive in creating fun and energetic environments, because of the August birthday.
Right.
They're charismatic leaders. They usually have a grand vision because they're ruled by the sun. Remember?
Of course. Yeah, for sure.
And they are very warm and welcoming. All Leos.
No, yeah.
So the horoscope this week is for anybody who's a Leo. And works in a position of management or runs a business.
Yep.
Let me get low.
Yeah,
I'm going to get right up. Well, no, because I need to
low and
maintain.
slow, baby.
Yeah. This week, your creativity and Let me start again. This week, your creativity and charisma are at full throttle. With the sun energizing your vision, it's time to bring bold ideas to life and take your business to new heights. Your natural ability to lead and inspire will keep you motivated and your customers delighted. Focus on adding a personal touch to your offerings. Your warmth and flair for showmanship will leave a lasting impression. Trust your instincts, aim big, and remember, you're not just running a business. You're creating magic. Own the spotlight and make it unforgettable.
Wow.
I really love his endings recently.
Yeah, I do. The sign-off's good, isn't it? Now he stopped talking about the ninth house.
Yeah.
We've moved on from that era, and I much prefer him, actually.
Yeah.
I think he needed the time off.
Yeah, he did.
And he's come back fresh.
Yeah, he has
Stunning.
come back fresh. So if you're a Leo, own the spotlight this week.
Yeah, absolutely. Pod maintenance.
Yep.
Like, subscribe, share, comment.
Yep. Love that.
Happy with that?
Yeah, we love subscribers.
Yeah, we do.
We're aiming for 100 subscribers by the end of February, please. So if you could help us with that would be great.
And there'll be a special pod treat if we can get there. please share it. Yeah, that would be stunning.
Yeah. I think that's it. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you being part of this.
We do. Yeah. Merci.
Have a lovely week.
Bye.
If you're one of our regular listeners or viewers, thanks for being a part of our weird little 5-star podcast community. And if it's your first time here, then we'd love you to join us again. So please hit that subscribe button and we'll see you next time. Going into this week, don't forget that you won't always see eye to eye with everyone, and that's okay. Understanding different perspectives isn't about always agreeing. It's about finding a way forward with respect and clarity. You got this. Go get 'em, champ.